And I hope they were cool. They should be all done, and I can probably pull them out of the mold. Let's see how they turned out. Hey, no, that turned out all right. I mean, of course it's fine. I'm great at this. I can trim the end of it off and buff that, and it'll look like brass. Got my cold cast bullets. I'm going to give them a quick buff with some steel wool. That really kicks up the metallic finish on there, like so. Then I can mask off the tip there. There it is. I'll spritz it with a little bit of that spray lacquer, and then give it a buff, and it should look like a bullet. And now I've got a brass casing, and the end of it has that nice silver look to it. A little bit of extra buffing in with the paper towel there. I have a nice shiny looking bullet. There we go. That'll do nicely. I'm building my little bullet holder here out of more of that ABS plastic. And to glue these parts together, I'm going to use my 1, 2, 3 blocks. Oh, hey, Ted. Thanks for the beer, buddy. Ta-da! So I put some glue on there, and I'm going to spray that with accelerant. Butt it up against the 1, 2, 3 block, and then carefully set this in place. And it'll stick down. Whoops. And it'll be at a nice 90-degree angle. Just like that.
And I was laughing because I pulled it apart and said, "That's really cool. I took a photo. Thanks, Britt Turan." And Bill goes, "You just called me Britt Turan." I said, "No, it was Britt's idea. Take a picture." It's very funny.
Yeah, I got that idea from Bill. It's true.
Came back around.
Yeah, I just steal all his knowledge and say it's mine.
Yeah, I just sent things first.
Glued this little piece on there. That'll hold my bullets in place, I hope. Got my little bullet holder thing ready to go. It's going to get drilled in to there with these socket head Allen screws. But to connect them, I want to tap these. I could just tap them with the screws, but I happen to have the right tap. This is a 1024 tap. So I'm going to do that. Take my tap and tap the hole. And I can be pretty aggressive with this because it's just plastic. Now this screw fits in there perfectly. That screws in there. That screws in there. Those are nice and on there. And my bullets will go in like so. But I can take this off and paint it separately. Use more of that plastic to make this thing here that will slide on the gun. Right there. That's how I'm going to attach the shroud here. So that's just going to get glued down. Like that. And this will slide on like that. Pretty cool. So I want to do like a barrel extension, and I found this PVC pipe. It was a little big, so I chucked it in my lathe and turned this down so it actually fits really nicely, which is awesome. I want to make sure it still shoots. I want to make sure the balls don't hit that. So that's like that, and oh, that almost hit you in the face.
Yes, it did, Bill. I have a better idea for targeting. Good Lord.
Here's my barrel extension. This guy here, I cut off a piece of PVC pipe, threw it in my lathe to turn this down so that it fits. Worked great. And then I threw it back in the lathe to add these lines. Then drilled a couple holes on the drill press and cut it out just like I did the side panels on my shroud. And now I've got this barrel extension. So that'll get glued in there. I've got all my parts done, I think. I can finally start painting, which is great because Ted just finished his gun.
I had no money to do. I just loved it as is.
This is when I decide, do I need to film me unscrewing all of the screws?
I would just do one and then talk about taking these screws out and cut.
Oh, that's a good idea, Ted. That's how you unscrew one screw. I'm going to do that 20 more times. Oh, ooh, look at that. That all comes off. That's cool.
There's probably...
Oh, geez, there's a lot of parts in here.
Uh-oh, careful.
Okay. That comes off. That's good. Oh boy, the handle is attached to all of this.
Right, okay, that's cool.
Oh my.
Well, that's good to know, right?
I really just want to get this apart so I can paint the trigger not orange. Great, I got everything apart. Just the pieces I want to paint. The handle's going to stay black. I'm going to leave that and all of this mechanical mess by itself. But I got to prep the rest of this stuff, which includes a couple things. First, all of these fake holes here, I want to drill out so that they will be real holes. And I'm going to do it with my drill. Like so. Gonna do that a bunch more times. A couple more things to do before I'm ready for paint. There's some text on here, just really tiny though. And that needs to go. So I'm gonna use some sandpaper and sand it off. That looks pretty good. Now I have a Scotch-Brite pad, and I'm just going to go over everything to just rough up the surface so that the paint has a little more to grab onto. I think the barrel's all going to be the same color, so I'm going to glue these together before I paint it. Just to make sure that the glue sticks, though, I'm going to sand the inside of the stock barrel here. Give it a little bit of grip. Like that. And then I can glue this in. And some super glue should do it. But where's my super glue? Where's my super glue, Ted? Hey, thanks, buddy. Little super glue around here and we'll snug it into place. Here we go. Then this can get the Scotch-Brite pad just like everything else. Finally, it's time to paint. I'm going to start with this black camouflage Krylon stuff. It sticks really well to this plastic. So I'm going to do that on everything. Ted used all my paint. Ted, you used all my paint. This is not black. This is tan. But I'm going to use it because this bonds really well to the plastic. I'll use it basically as a primer. Hooray! Ta-da! Now that all my pieces are basically primed, I'm going to paint them all with a metallic spray paint. Little trigger here. Let's not forget the scope. This is a rubber cement base that I've already mixed up. It's a rubber cement paint base. It's naphtha and rubber cement. Good to go. And I'm going to mix in some oil paint. This is a black or metallic graphite paint. I'm going to mix that in to try and paint the rubber end of the magazine here because the spray paint did not stick.
Hey, Bill.
See how this goes? Yeah? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a laser tag gun. I'm all right.
Just got a picture.
No, we shot each other with nerve tissue and we got irresponsible.
All right, yeah, this is pretty thin. So I'm going to mix up... I'll do one layer like this, and then I'll mix up another batch that's got a little bit more of the oil paint in it. So I've got this art masking fluid, which is just liquid latex, and I'm applying it to the edges of this silver paint to mask these areas off before I spray paint on them. So I'm going to do this all over the gun in areas where they would get a lot of damage and paint chipping. Okay. Proceed with being giant door.
And also, kids, for you guys out there, if you do not have latex, you can use toothpaste.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Or
That
mustard.
would be me.
So if you guys don't have latex,
mustard.
you can actually use toothpaste. Take toothpaste and swish it out and rub it on the edges. Let it dry, and then when you spray paint it, take a rag and you wipe it off, and it gets that cool chip look.
For the scope here, I masked off the knobs. I want them to stay silver. The rest is going to get like a gunmetal. So I just use masking tape on that, and then I'm again going over